Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Nexa, 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 right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is the network news for today, Wednesday, the 29th day of March, 2023. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, GUT celebrates historic signing of 13% salary increase agreement with government. Government and Grenada National Training Agency partner to implement Grenada's Caribbean Digital Transformation Project. UE offers 5 scholarships for persons interested in furthering their studies in agriculture. And in around the globe, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago Medical Council to crack down on doctors posing as specialists. In international news, reparations for Black Californians could top $800 billion. And in sports, excitement builds as Grenada awaits the final competing day for the 2023 Republic Bank Inter-Secondary School Games. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Teachers employed by the state are assured of a 13% salary increase over the next 3 years. The government and the Grenada Union of Teachers inked their agreement this morning on a deal that covers salary and fringe benefits for the period 2023 to 2025. Rena Pierre-Thomas has more.
A 13% salary increase for the period 2023-2025 for teachers was one of the many collective agreements signed between the Grenada Union of Teachers and the Government of Grenada. In a GBN exclusive, President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, explained that the negotiation process started in December 2022 and dubbed it a historic one due to the speedy conclusion and the fact that there was no industrial action taken by workers. The president outlined the breakdown of the 13%.
In spite, one may say that we may have wanted more, but nevertheless, with the economic situation, the government paying pension and all the other different things that they made for teachers and public servants and everybody, we settled for 13% salary increases for the period 2023 to 2025, together with some nice fringe benefits for our members. So the 13%, 4% for 2023, 4% 2024, 5% 2025.
New fringe benefits were also agreed upon by both parties.
situation with on the marking of compensation for the marking of certain papers for CXC and such. And we know that was plaguing the region. The units in the region was really and truly calling for that. So it's a milestone here. We look for in terms of concession, vehicular concession for teachers moving from after 15 years. If you get a vehicle, you're entitled or eligible in 10 years time. So we bring that down to 5 years. And you're looking at responsibility allowance for acting for vice principals and heads of departments. So there are a number of things, good benefits for as fringe benefit for our members.
Official signing of the agreement was held on Wednesday morning in the Ministry of Works conference room. All bargaining parties expressed their excitement about the smooth completion of the agreement in a timely fashion. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, who witnessed the signing of the documents, made a clarion call to other trade unions to follow the footsteps of the GUT.
Record the government's appreciation, and I will close by obviously encouraging the other unions to follow the example set by the Grenada Union of Teachers in coming to speedy terms with the government in concluding the negotiations. And it's important because, as was pointed out, we are moving to bi-monthly payments on the 15th of April, and we would certainly want to be in a position where all government workers, all public sector workers employed by the state can in fact benefit from the increases in their salaries almost immediately, and so that we don't have to deal with the complications and the administrative task of retroactive payment.
The first collective agreement to be signed between the new NDC administration and a union on island for the year 2023. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The framework for digital transformation is being forged as government and Grenada National Training Agency sign a memorandum of understanding. As we hear now in this Christina John report, hundreds of young people are expected to benefit from this initiative.
As part of an ongoing thrust for digitization and economic transformation, the Government of Grenada and the Grenada National Training Agency, the GNTA, on Wednesday signed a Memorandum of Understanding, or an MOU, to formalize the role of the NTA as the implementing agency for Grenada's Caribbean Digital Transformation Project, CARDTP, a World Bank-funded project. In his remarks for the initiative, Minister for ICT, Honorable Lennox Andrew, underscored government's policy imperative of ICT as an urgent pillar for development, recognizing that the process of digitization across the public sector is geared at strengthening service delivery, job creation, and economic growth countrywide. Permanent Secretary with responsibility for ICT, Finley Jeffrey, who signed on behalf of government, indicated that this project has been in the works for over a year and will help to urgently enhance the digital literacy skills of citizens.
We are aware, we are cognizant of the fact that it would be no use really if we provide access to digital services and the population, people, they cannot access them because they are not digitally skilled enough. And so this aspect of the digital transformation program, which deals with improving the digital skills and the digital literacy of citizens, is very, very important. And we look forward really to that partnership with NTA because we understand, and I think the whole nation understands that NTA has the skill and the expertise to run such a program for the benefit of Grenada and Grenadians. So
CARDTP, which is earmarked to spend over $1,049,846 over a 2-year period, will support the creation of a digitally enabling environment and drive economic development through the training of at least 300 people in a foundational digital literacy in the first phase and support 400 youth in intermediate to advanced skills in the second phase. The training sessions will be conducted in certified training centers across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. In his his remarks to Mr. Lincoln Morgan, head of the NTA and staff, Minister Andrew praised the NTA for its track record of outstanding work, coordinating and delivering training in technical and vocational areas since its inception in 2009, and expects no less for the execution of this project. Minister Andrew gave his firm commitment to supporting the NTA in the rollout of this project. The Ministry of ICT and the NTA will update and inform the general public of activities as the project progresses and encourages all to take advantage of government's offer for training in digital skills. Christine John, GBN News.
Grenadians and other Caribbean nationals will be paying more for visa applications come end of May this year. More in this report.
The United States Department of State on Tuesday published a final rule regarding increases to certain non-immigrant visa application processing fees for Caribbean and other visitors. The increases, published Tuesday in the U.S. Federal Register, will become effective on May 30th, 2023. The State Department said the fee for visitor visas for business or tourism, B1/B2s and BCCs, and other non-petition-based non-immigrant visas such as student and exchange visitor visas will increase from U.S. $160 to U.S. $185. The fee for certain petition-based non-immigrant visas for temporary workers, H, L, O, P, Q, and R categories will increase from U.S. $190 to U.S. $205, the State Department said, adding that the fee for a treaty trader, treaty investor, and treaty applicants in a specialty occupation, E category, will increase from U.S. $205 to $315. According to the State Department, non-immigrant visa fees are set based on the actual costing to providing non-immigrant visa services and are determined after conducting a study of the cost of these services. The fees for most non-petition-based non-immigrant visas were last updated in 2012, and certain other non-immigrant visa fees were last updated in 2014. The State Department said other consular fees are not affected by this rule, including the waiver of the 2-year residency required fee for certain exchange visitors. The State Department also said that the increased fees affect the border crossing card, the BCC, for Mexican citizens aged 15 and over. Christina John, GBN News.
A local organization is soliciting financial assistance to help less fortunate individuals to meet their medical expenses. The Rosalind Charles Foundation, which was launched in the big parish of St. Andrew earlier this month, handed over a check to its very first beneficiary on Sunday.
Last Sunday, we made a donation of $1,000 to a lady who needs a shoulder replacement. She's trying to raise $6,000 US. She have a big portion of it, and she is hoping that the hospital could make a payment plan with her for the rest. Okay. But she has about $4,000, $5,000 right now.
Rosalind Charles is the founder of the Rosalind Charles Foundation, Inc., which was launched with a $3,000 startup on March 7. She is an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and owner of the Rose Garden Restaurant and Bar, which is located along the Paradise Main Road, where she has been staging various fundraising events.
So I just put something on Facebook recently asking people to help me, to help the people. So for instance, if you know somebody who needs help, call me. Don't hesitate. Call me. Whatever way we could help, we're going to help. Because I know there's people who is sitting at home right now who maybe needs to go to the doctor and they cannot pay to go to the doctor, or they cannot get a prescription, or they cannot get a scan. So if you know people like that outside there, don't hesitate. Just call the number 449-6574 and we'll try to reach out to that person to the best of our ability.
Charles, who is originally from Grenville, St. Andrew, currently resides in Canada, where she says other fundraising activities are ongoing. The foundation has a 4-member board in place to manage its operations.
We just formed the board, so we have 3 people with myself. It's Roland Penny, Karen DeCoto, and Todd Stanislas. We all are registered with the government, and we are hoping to open a bank account very soon. We're waiting on the last tax documents, so we could go ahead and get that number to open up the bank account, so people could put in funds to help the foundation.
The foundation is certified, registered, and regulated with the Anti-Money Laundering and Combating Terrorist Financing Commission in accordance with Section 39C of the Proceeds of Crimes Act for the period February 24, 2023 to February 23 of 2024. It has been engaged in other philanthropic activities, including making donations of adult Pampers to the Princess Alice Hospital and the Cadrona Home. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
This is News at 7. Coming up, UE offers 5 scholarships for persons interested in furthering their studies in agriculture. Stay with us.
Co-op Bank introduces e-payments, our new e-banking feature that allows you to make payments online hassle-free. Log in securely with biometric technology. Make recurring payments easier with automated scheduling. Save time by paying your bills online. Transfer money to accounts at other local and regional banks. Send wire transfers on the go to anywhere in the world. Or send money to friends or family using Buddy Payment. E-payments, the swift, simple, and secure way of transferring money.
Welcome home.
Boyo, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up.
I'm coming. Karim, what are you doing?
Fly my kite.
Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy.
Why not? The wind good.
Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity.
Yeah, kite. He's right. If your kite gets stuck in power lines, you can cause power outages, or even worse, you can get shocked.
Come, let's go and fly them in the pasture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Paying is faster and easier with Blow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Blow, keeping you connected.
Island Style's annual Easter clearance sale is here, and boy, do we have some exciting deals for you. Massive savings on tiles to be had with discounts from 10 to 35% off on all tiles store-wide. Buy all we have in the low stock model and watch your discounts skyrocket with a huge 50% off. Plus, get chip edge tiles for as low as $1. Yes, we're clearing out our old stock to bring in the new. And that's not all. The Easter Bunny has added extra savings on tubs, bathroom vanities, tile tools, and so much more. It won't get any better than this. Jump on these excellent deals and visit our Island Style showroom on Monroe Road in Grandans or call 439-TILE. That's 439-8453. Sale ends Holy Saturday. When you think tile, think Island Style.
Greetings, my Grenada family. This is Marcy Griffith. I'll be in your town on Saturday, April 15 for Reggae Fest with the likes of Shabarangs, Grams Morgan, Romaine Virgo, Coffee, Tamara, and many more. It's going to be a musical upliftment. You can't afford to miss it.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $54,000. Why pass upon this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. Information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
A 34-year-old St. Patrick resident has found himself on the wrong side of the law in connection with the theft of goats. Sean Mark, a construction worker of Rose Hill, St. Patrick, was arrested and charged by members of the Pradial Larceny Task Force with 4 counts of stealing of livestock. The charges were laid against Mr. Mark following investigations into complaints made by 4 farmers alleging that a total of 18 goats were stolen between the period of March 6th and 14th, 2023. During the investigations, police recovered 9 goats from River Antoine, St. Patrick. Those animals were returned to their respective owners. Mr. Mark was granted bail in the sum of $7,000 with one surety, and he's scheduled to appear at the Satires Magistrates Court on Friday, the 26th of May, 2023. The University of the West Indies is making available opportunities for people interested in furthering their career in the agriculture sector. We hear more in this report.
5 qualified applicants will receive scholarships for soil science at the University of the West Indies. This was announced by UWI Research Assistant Mika Martin at the launch of the Caribbean Soil Sampling Project at the Public Workers Union building on Monday.
To ensure sustainability beyond the lifespan of this project, the Faculty of Food and Agriculture, in its execution of Component 1 of this project will be administering 5 academic scholarships to build technical capacity in the disciplines of soil science and land management. The Faculty of Food and Agriculture remains focused on supporting Grenada and the wider Caribbean in meeting their human resource capacity goals in the agriculture and environment sector, and is ready to partner in fostering improved livelihoods and communities.
Martin said that to address issues of food security and land degradation, data on our land use and soil quality must be up to date and easily accessible to government and stakeholder organizations. It's been more than 60 years since a soil survey was done, despite the fact that agriculture and farming have changed. An updated soil information system is necessary so that farmers can be better advised and better decisions made for the agriculture sector. Global Soil Partnership Focal and the Grenada Project Focal Point, agronomist Alison Haynes, encouraged people to apply.
With interest in that area of study, soil science, with the relevant qualifications, and I believe that the scholarship would be for studies at master's and PhD level. So if you meet the required qualifications, I know we have a lot of extension officers here, there is a possibility that you can get a scholarship to UE to study soil science. I'm not aware of any person in Grenada with a degree in soil science. So that's an area that we are deficient in and we need personnel. So please give consideration. You could also pass on the information to others.
8 Caribbean countries are undertaking the soil sampling survey. They are Antigua, Barbados, Belize, Guyana, St. Lucia, Haiti, Jamaica, and Grenada. Cherry and Blackman, Stephen, GBN News.
It's a welcome addition to the road network. The Mount Kumar Road has made life easier for motorists traversing the Western Corridor who prefer not to utilize the Molyneux landslip detour through Mount Morris. GBN's Beverly Tellisford has this dispatch.
The Mount Kumar Road, which was commissioned on Friday, March 24th, 2023, has been met with varied public feedback on both the positive and negative spectrums, but more so on the positive side. Parliamentary Representative for St. George Northeast and Minister for Youth, Sports and Culture, Honorable Ron Redhead, gave an account of the reviews received by the government about the road.
Well, so far, the general public is extremely excited and satisfied that the road has been reopened. I think the challenge now is that we need to ensure that drivers remain with a level head when driving and always take precaution to avoid major accidents along the roadway. It's easy to see the road as a means to just run wild, but you must be cautious when driving. It's, in terms of the preservation of the roadside from illegal erecting of buildings, etc., we want to ensure that we encourage the public not to do this and continue the practice of the past. And we want to ensure that the markings of the Mount Kumar Road will be done in a timely fashion as well to accommodate the question of proper driving on the roadway.
The minister said so far no major traffic concerns were raised. However, government intends to place heavy focus on erecting proper signage along the roadway.
But signage is something in addition to the markings that government is interested to ensure that we implement. I think what it comes down to is a general practice that has been done. We do not have sufficient signs for roadways throughout Grenada and giving proper directions as to where drivers and pedestrians alike need to go. So it's a work in progress and something that we are keenly interested to implement.
GBN ventured to the area to hear from the motorists themselves and people in the area about the impact of the road since its opening.
The road here is pretty convenient. Usually when I leave work at 10:30, my time 11:15 I'm home, using the other back road. Sometimes at 12:30 I'm home. So it's really convenient. It's actually pretty good and it saves a lot of fuel as well. At morning it's pretty dead. Most time have the 12 there's minor traffic, so and there's enough space for everybody, so it's no problem. Concerns, it's just a truck sometimes. Yeah, they come through here pretty fast.
We make the road short now. The distance shorter to go to Perseverance right now. Yeah, good space. Very good. I think this is a perfect road to go to the western side right now.
It's much more busy than usual, and I'm only concerned about the younger children running in the road. And I'm not accustomed with all the loud noise, so that's the only effect that I have.
The Mankuma Road had been under construction for the last 4 years. The 3,200 feet road serves as an alternative route for vehicles traversing the Western Corridor. Reporting from Mankuma in St. George, I am Beverly Tellisford.
No one is too old to learn something new. And in tonight's GBN ISAW, we'll see some visitors to Grand Etang take a special look.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our citizen journalist is expressing concerns tonight about the misuse of piece of equipment in Grand Etang St. Andrew. He's appealing to the people who visit the Grand Etang Lake to desist from using the rain gauge as a garbage bin. Our ISA reporter said this piece of equipment collects critical data for water resources management in the forest reserve. He added that school children on a tour of the forest reserve were very disappointed to see the state of the instrument. A rain gauge is an instrument used by meteorologists and hydrologists to gather and measure the amount of liquid precipitation over a predefined area over a period of time. Send us your ISAW submissions, whether concerns or highlights, via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And still ahead, Flow's reforming its 2G network. 2G customers urged to take note. This is News at 7.
I come here for no stand up. Megaforce Promotions is heading to the east side. Yes, east side Grenville at Victoria Park. Saturday, April 1st from 6 p.m. for the massive Eastside Cash Money Bingo. Yes! Grenada, we're talking serious cash. We're talking $75,000 in cash to be won. What? That's right. And tickets are only $60 or $100 for two. So organize your posse for this long-awaited mega event. Victoria Park, Grenville, here we come with the massive Eastside Cash Money Mega Bingo!
Easter is coming, and that means it's time to do some spring cleaning. It's time to upgrade and refresh your home today and save up to 30% off store-wide. Change off that old lounge chair, dining room table, or any furniture item now and save big. Plus, shop our large selection of appliances, televisions, and electronics for the biggest deals. No cash, no problem. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay $0 for 30 days. And before you check out, don't forget to add extended warranty with our Quartz Super Shield product, which will protect your purchase for up to 4 years. This offer is available online at shopquartz.com for a limited time only. Act now before the deals are gone. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Got
God bless you. This is Pastor Donnie McClurkin, and I'm coming to the island of Spice. That's right. I'm coming to Grenada on Friday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. It's going to be a fantastic night of praise and worship that will bring glory to God and start a revival throughout Grenada. And I want to give special honor to all of the pastors that are working tirelessly throughout Grenada to make this possible. I come to pay honor to you as well. Don't forget, Friday, April the 7th at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. Donnie McClurkin in concert in Grenada. I'll see you there.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegro pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Macnic?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA have been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grandlands. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services, CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 440-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Here's what customers had to say about Domus Windows and Doors.
The service was excellent with Domus.
Excellent customer service.
Just out of frustration, searching, and just came across you, and I think it was the best, one of my best find ever.
A good feature is that I didn't have to install any burglar proofing on the door because they have laminate glass.
The manufacturing time was on point.
Thanks for what you all are doing. I will continue to be a customer.
Visit Caribbean Shutters, Windows and Doors for Domus quality UPVC solutions.
Shop at Southern Electrical for all your security camera needs. We offer a wide variety of cameras ranging from solar cameras with or without lights, 4G cameras, Wi-Fi and PoE kits, 4th channel, 8 channels, 16 channels, replacement cameras for PoE, standalone Wi-Fi cameras, wall lamp or bulb, floodlights with cameras, watch cameras, pen cameras, and much more. We are located at Dusty Highway in Granada and St. George. Southern Electrical, best value, expert advice, quality product. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook today.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. Flow's 2G customers are in for an upgrade as the company is reforming its 2G network. The move is expected to improve the company's 3G and 4G offerings, and that means faster speeds and less buffering, but trading up your old device. Marketing and Communications Executive for Flow Grenada, Troy Courtney, said that with the upgrade, there'll be no change in the cost to customers.
Here to discuss is just the fact that we are going to be repurposing our 2G network and we'll be moving our customers onto the 3G or 4G networks. So that would basically mean for the customers that they would have a broader range in terms of where they can get availability of service on the 3G and 4G. But for the 2G customers, we need to inform them that we're going to be shutting down those networks in order for them to start now migrating onto the 3 and 4 in order for them to continue their service. There will be no change in cost, and we're going to have some agents actually reaching out to the customers that are on the 2G network in order for us to be able to give them, discounts on handsets, offers, in order for them to switch over to make it as seamless as possible.
The switch begins this Friday and will affect approximately 800 customers.
Well, the benefits of switching over, that would be faster, more reliable LTE coverage. You'll be able to get, clearer video, clearer calls when it is that you make video calls, when you're browsing. You won't have as much buffering, as much interruption, and basically just an improved experience. The best way to avoid any interruption would be for you to head on into the store and see what offers are available, or you can wait until the agents contact you with an offer in order for you to be able to take up on those. Because, like I said, from the 31st of March, which is this Friday, we're going to start repurposing those towers, that network, and customers with the 2G handsets, they will be impacted. They would not be able to use the coverage, the internet coverage.
A 5-day walk has raised $20,000. The pastor behind the initiative is publicly thanking all who contributed to his church's repairs. Rena Pierre-Thomas has this story of gratitude.
In December of last year, Reverend Nigel Lindsay embarked on an island walk seeking financial funds for the much-needed repairs on the Presbyterian Church in St. Patrick. The 5-day cross-island walk started on the 12th of December 2022 at Samaritan St. Patrick and ended on the 16th of December 2022. Each day, Lindsay walked for 4.5 hours through the various parishes seeking financial support. In the end, he raised $20,000.
Yeah, so we were able to raise about 20,000 EC, which is brilliant. Still bits come in, so if I'm traveling on a bus somewhere or I'm walking somewhere, somebody will stop me and say, have $5 towards your church work, which is great. So that's still happening, and there's bits come from the UK, so people sent some money across from the UK, and there was 2 major donors from Grenada who supported us, so 20,000, and it's gone a long way.
Where has it gone? The minister explained that already the funds have been used to do some much-needed repairs and gave an update on what they were.
The end of January, we were able to get Dean Interior Builders finally to come and give us quotes and things. And so we've been able to do the roof, so we don't have any water coming in through the roof anymore. We've managed to put up netting around the sides of the roof so bats are not flying through through and then pooing on the seats, which is really good. We've managed to do the windows, so when we open the windows now they don't collapse. The brackets are working well. The floor was the biggest issue because people were tripping down the galley down the middle, and we've managed to fill that galley in and then put new tiles across. We weren't able to afford new tiles across the whole floor, but we've been able to do the bits that needed to be done.
Today, the minister is saying thank you to the public who donated towards the renovation of his church, as he said the initiative was a successful one.
So thank you to the people in the church who encouraged and supported and have got this building work underway. We've still got more to do. We've put a little kitchen at the back, but we need to get it plumbed in. We've got the outside of the building to be painted, so there's still a few things still to go, but we've done lots. So thanks to them, and thanks to those people that have donated to us, and that's just amazing. The people that gave the major donations, thank you very much, and the people that gave us very small donations, stopped me and gave me $5 from the bus. Thank you, because that's just great. It's just encouragement, isn't it, to move forward.
Though there is much more work to be done on the structure, the minister says that the improvement is great, as they are now able to host youth meetings and community outreach programs. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
And stay with us. We'll have the sports report for you next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
To appreciate his love, meditate on his sufferings.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. bring home more than a memory.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Hello, Grenada. It's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3, or Play Away. You automatically receive a quick pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate. I'm feeling
And welcome, sports fans. The first 2 days of the Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletics Championship have been described as outstanding. The 3-day event got off to a great start. That's according to Kerlon Peters, coordinator for sports in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
Well, I must say, congratulations to all the athletes that came out, the spectators, the coaches, and all the officials, all the administrative personnel to make it, a success. And they want always a challenge at Intercall. They want to get all the structures and system in place. And for what I have seen, the organizing committee and the director of the game, John L. Mitchell, they are doing a wonderful job, and I want to congratulate them. The athletes came out in numbers and participated well. We have seen the athletic skill competition from all the schools.
Peters said that the field event aspect of the Intercall Games is one that he believes will be back to standard once the right talents are identified.
I believe that it shows that we have the talent. We have seen our victory from Anderson Peters in the field events and how far the sports could take you. I think that still have the boost. I believe that in the next 2 years, 3 years, we'll be way back up there competing right up at KFT Games in all the field events. So it's good just to see and to be able to identify the talent from this one. Since last year was a 1 day and the year before, I think so more talent identification that will get coaches to come out and to help produce better athletes for the future.
The sports coordinator says that the ministry is in the process of raising the level of sports in the country.
The Athletics Association, they've been doing a wonderful job with coaching and certification. The IWF have been offering these courses. I think they have done some programs in hurdles. They have done in javelin. I know Paul have been doing some individual coaching and operating with the coaches. I think as the coordinator, what we're looking for, and right now what in the process with this new administration is the sports policy, and I choose the implementation of sports policy. We'll look more at coaching and coaching education and coaching development and the individual support to the parish council so that we can live the sports in all the parishes.
When asked about the inclusion of the 2 new events, heptathlon and optathlon for both boys and girls, Peters had this to say.
It's a wonderful opportunity to introduce it. You could do it systematically or you could do it aggressively. The approach is aggressively and the athletes come out and perform. And I think it shows that we have the talent and it will grow. I'm looking forward also to the introduction of the hurdles, all the hurdles back next year. That will take a little more time in getting the time of the day a little longer, take more events. But I think the managerial structure I see now for the direction of the games, it will be properly managed. So I want to congratulate the principal association and the Athletics Association, everyone for taking the bold step to put the combined events within the schedule this year, and I think it's a start of a
The final day of the 2023 Inter-Secondary School Athletics Championship is scheduled to run off from 9 a.m. Thursday. And the Cranny James Athletic Stadium will also be the venue for the 2023 Windward Island School Games. This will be the first hosting of the games since 2019 due to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. The WISG brings student athletes together, providing opportunities for athletes who have excelled in their school sports and deepens Caribbean integration among the islands. Minister for Sports is Honorable Ron Redhead.
I believe that once we do all that we have to do, and these planning meetings over the next 2 days will guarantee a very successful hosting of the Windward Island Games 2023. As government, we intend to support every and any initiative that seeks to improve and to promote the expansion of sports. Grenada is on an ambitious target to ensure that we become a premium sports tourism destination in the Caribbean, and therefore all meets like these, no matter the level, we will take them as a part of the stepping stone to achieve that objective.
Alva Brown, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sports, says that sports is one that can divert athletes from being on the wrong side of the law.
Change lives and save lives. And so as we endeavor to do that with these games, we must not underestimate the value of what we're doing and the impact of what we are doing to the lives of these young people across the region and the ability it has to change the landscape.
The 2023 Windward Island Games is fully supported by the National Lotteries Authority. Cindy Henry, General Manager, had this to say.
Sometimes when we talk about sports, we look at sports mainly from the athletic perspective. But sports is really beyond that. What sports is, it is actually a discipline. And it promotes a certain level of growth, a certain level of commitment, and that basically that's what you need in your community. And in anything that you have to do in life, you need a certain level of discipline and commitment to it.
The games will feature competitions in the sports of track and field, basketball, football, volleyball, and netball, and will be held from July the 22nd to the 29th. It was a nail-biting match between Grenada and Dominica at Windsor Park Sports Stadium on Tuesday night. Although the match was a competitive one, the young Grenadian netballers ruled the court throughout, 16-12 at the half, and kept the lead throughout. At the final whistle, it was Grenada 22, Dominica 21. Grenada came up against St. Lucia earlier today on Court 1 of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. The Grenada team returns on Friday. And Grenada continues on the losing end at the Caribbean Table Tennis Championships currently taking place in Guyana. Last evening, Grenada played Trinidad and Jamaica and lost 3-0. In the match against Trinidad, Marquez played Lee to a 4-11, then 5-11, then 10-12 defeat. Walker came up against Mohammed and lost 1-11, then 4-11, and then 5-11 in the match. And then Newland versus Oyoung lost 9-11, 6-11, and 3-11. In the match against Jamaica, Marquez lost to Johnson, 7-11, 3-11, and then 4-11. Newland was defeated by Butler, 7-11, 5-11, 3-11. Walker suffered the same fate by Lamb, 8-11, 5-11, and then 4-11. The junior tournament is a qualifier for the Pan Am Table Tennis Championships. And that's what's been happening in sports today. now for a look at what's been happening around the globe today. There's a call tonight for the medical board to crack down on errant doctors who misrepresent themselves as specialists. There are already 3 doctors facing legal action for doing so. Dr. Lal Saw, who recently received an award from the Trinidad and Tobago Society of Surgeons, says this is unethical. And it seems Dr. Saw shared his concerns with Radisa De Silva and Ivan Tulsi for this story.
Just finish your qualification. You can hardly hold the scalpel properly. And you're going on social media and say, what a fantastic specialist. And
prominent local urologist Dr. Lal Saw is warning the public to be aware of unethical doctors who advertise as specialists when they are not. He's now calling on the medical board to look into the issue.
They're the authority to do something about it if they find it as a disciplinary action. As far as I know, doctors are not supposed to advertise.
President of the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Council, Dr. Neil Singh, tells the CNC3 News that action has already been taken against the 3 doctors for misrepresentation.
It is wrong. The Medical Board Act speaks of for one to pose as a specialist if the name is not registered and not entered into the register of medical practitioners, and these persons can be disciplined.
He's advising the public to report fake doctors.
I would caution the public, okay, and ask them to be very judicious and careful when seeking a healthcare professional who claims to be a specialist. The public can go online. We have a medical board website, and they can send an email to the medical board where we can verify the specialist status of the doctor.
The former president of the medical board, Professor Terence Simangal, told CNC3 News that personal advertising is not a good idea for practicing doctors. He says it is only when a specialist is registered by the medical board that a doctor can be called a specialist. Radhika De Silva, CNC3 News.
Economists have told a state panel considering reparations that it could cost California more than $800 billion to compensate black residents for generations of over-policing, disproportionate incarceration, and housing discrimination.
A state group called the Task Force to Study and Develop Reparations for African Americans. They're meeting in Sacramento today and tomorrow for full-day hearings, and they are inviting anyone to attend or call in or just listen in. It was 3 years ago when Governor Gavin Newsom formed this task force, the goal to determine how to compensate black Californians for the legacy of slavery and the decades of discrimination and financial losses generations of Californians have suffered because of it. The task force has a July 1st deadline to release a final report on what the state should do. It still has to finalize who will qualify for payments, how much people should get, and in what form those payments should come in, a straight check or debt relief or something else like housing vouchers. So far, there are 5 criteria the task force is looking at to determine eligibility. Recipients could include people whose family faced housing discrimination in California from 1933 to 1997, over-policing and mass incarceration, unjust property taking from 1850 to 2020, health harms, and devaluation of black-owned businesses from 1850 to 2020. Now, economists estimate the cost to compensate black Americans in California would be about $800 billion, all things equal, but the state will likely not pay that much. That's more than double the entire state budget. State lawmakers and the governor will have final say on how much is spent on this and how it is spent. Lawmakers will also have to decide where the money to pay for it will come from. But for today and tomorrow, the task force is inviting people to comment on their plans so far. Their meeting starts at 9 this morning, and we've included the link to listen, call in, and contribute on our website. You can go to ktvU.com. Cassia and Dave, back to you.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reacted angrily to comments by the U.S. president, who urged him to walk away from his controversial judicial reform plans. It comes after protests this week brought Israel to a standstill, forcing him to pause the proposals.
Bear in mind, this is a long-standing relationship between American President Joe Biden and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. They've known each other for 40 years by Netanyahu's recollection. The two have not met since Netanyahu has taken office in December, and President Biden, up until Tuesday evening, had never been so clear publicly about his opposition to the judicial overhaul, though we know from the American media that the Biden administration had been pressuring Benjamin Netanyahu and his administration to calm the streets, to come to some sort of compromise. Netanyahu is saying that he appreciates the long-standing alliance between the two countries. He says it's unbreakable and that they've always been able to overcome the rare occasions in the past. But he is saying Israel is a sovereign country. It makes its decision by the will of the people and not from pressure from abroad. Netanyahu is sticking to his belief that there is a need for judicial overhaul. He's saying that this administration is committed to strengthening democracy by restoring the proper balance between the three branches of government, and we're striving to achieve that via consensus. Now, if you speak to the opposition, they do not believe, even to this moment, that the governing coalition is sincere about compromise. We only got to this point on Sunday evening when Netanyahu fired his defense minister, Yoav Gallant, and that escalated the situation considerably.
And that's what's been happening around the globe today. When we return, we'll have a recap of what's been happening here in Grenada. And now for a recap of the night's top stories. GUT celebrates historic signing of 13% salary increase agreement with government. Government and Grenada National Training Agency partner to implement Grenada's Caribbean Digital Transformation Project. UE offers 5 scholarships for persons interested in furthering their studies in agriculture. And around the globe, in the region, Trinidad and Tobago Medical Council to crack down on doctors posing as specialists. In international news, reparations for Black Californians could top $800 billion. And in sports, excitement builds as Grenada awaits the final competing day for the 2023 Republic Bank Intersecondary School Games. If you missed any part of this newscast, there will be a repeat broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.
We are feeling the strains of high prices, low economic growth, too much debt, reduced investments, and global tensions. The world is confronting what economists have now dubbed poly or many crises, not seen in decades. So, what are our leaders doing? And what can we do? Find out on the Caribbean Economic Forum on Managing Caribbean Economies in an Era of Many Crises with Gervais Warner, Dr. Kevin Greenwich, and Geneva Oliveri.
Caribbean Economic Forum, this Sunday at 5 p.m. on GBN television channels 7 and 11. GBN, keeping you informed with global issues, anywhere and everywhere.
Listen up, guys. Our biggest problem right now